We are live. Welcome everyone. Meditation with Ascended Master Chung Fu. We are the Rainbow Warriors from the stars. And we will persevere. We will stay strong. And we will rise together, remembering just what it means to be together in tribe formation, strong, hearing each other out, listening to each other, loving each other, building strength together, brothers with the brothers and sisters with the sisters, and all the brothers and sisters together to make a better world for our kids, for the next generations, with Shungite temples and Shungite gardens, Shungite grids in the earth, growing the worldwide temples of the light, and boosting the worldwide temple of light, all together. So getting your Shungite out, and any crystals you might have close to hand, and touching in with those crystals and calling in your guides. And I'll often just call in strongly using the beautiful Chung Fu commanding principle, Old English for come and be with me. So I call in and command forth all my guides and helpers, allies, workers, power animals, ancestors, deities, and star family to be with me here, to be with us. To feel those guides coming to be with you that you're calling in. Maybe lighting a candle or some incense or both. And feeling your visions and your dreams. And never letting go of them. Letting them be that guiding golden arrowhead that we constantly fire those golden arrows and hitting the marks, the center, and just keep going, just keep resonating, opening all the chakras. As Sally calls to the beings, feel like you're singing along inside or aloud as well, joining in. Blessed be.
Inanto isarete keshkoitam taranam taranam teisa koite ketoitlashkidon na isa isa turta iske yanta kereto iska isetete turtam tam tam kortaje ko isa istam ronan tame koinam tame orenam matoke no mais. Não te cortares cuchas. Tu ne mamam turcate, te scoie sakenyam. I to rekoj, ti koeška. I to ma iskue te koškajsi. Na, unta. To nem. Ti kore etoj iska isketetan. Beautiful children, children of the sun, children of the stars, children of my heart that shines within you. My heart that is the light of creation. The creator that is within you. Allow this creator being that waits to be released from your love to come forward. This time, I call you all to come forward, to be with me inside that shines to the outside. My beautiful children, remember why you came? You came to bring the light to shine in a very dark time. Do not be surprised with anything you find of darkness at this time. It is all passing through, moving out as my light moves in through you, through your courage, through your understanding. But you are my courage, and you are my understanding that is being brought forth, my beloved. For each one is a treasure, a jewel, precious in my heart. Feel the crown of jewels that shines on your head, attracting the lights of the sun, my light, and you, my children, my beloved. I take this form. I take your form. I take the form of trees and oceans and rivers and mountains. I take the form of the tiniest flower. I am the bee and the bird. I am flying and I am swimming. I am all that is in all forms, my beloved. And you know me. And you are one with all forms, yet experiencing now the miracle and the magic of a man and a woman. Now carrying my message, my love, my light. I bless you, my beloved children. I bless you. Yes. Also, greetings, dear ones. Welcome, welcome, blessings and peace. We give thanks for the blessings of the Great Mother Isa. We give thanks to all the beings who shine their light upon every one of you. We open our hearts, thus opening the doors of this temple of light here where we meet together on the inner plane. Feel the beauty of the temple of spirit around you. Feel the presences of your guides and helpers and many others who also bring their guides and helpers here. Family, relations, and ancestors, all welcome at this healing time as you gather in the Temple of Light. Feel yourself bringing those who need healing, who you know about, those who suffer, those who are in pain, in grief, in sorrow, in loss, and those who are in terror and enraged. Bring them, beloved, in your heart. Bring them here, that they may receive the healing from the source of creation. For as you open these gateways, remember, we are working together. We are calling those, both who want to work with us and those who need healing. O great vast company of ascended ancestors, come forward. O great council of the light, we call to you. Be present here with all your beloveds upon the earth who need to hear, to receive your teachings deep within. Remember, they are not far away. There's no distance in the light. Just come into the light. Breathe, open up. Feel yourself expanding. Feel your light body shining around you, radiating from your heart, your love. Give thanks to angelic and archangelic beings who surround this temple of light and bring blessings and healing to all of you. We honor the deities with whom each of you work and walk, who bring special powers, gifts, and qualities to each of you. Divine feminine and divine masculine presence emanating from the solar source. We give thanks for your presence here today. Opening hearts and minds to receive the cosmic Christ-light energy that pours without restriction or limitation from the central sun of creation. Feel it. Open your chakras. Drink it in. Golden light. Pouring like a waterfall from the central cosmic sun. Limitless abundance. Coming into form. We welcome all the beings, spirits, powers, and deities of the elements of earth and air, fire, water, and ether, all of which are contained within you, in your bones, in your blood, in your flesh, in the air that circulates within you. Elemental beings of spirit, star beings incarnate into flesh and bone. We celebrate your life and all that you have come to do. We honor those who come forward to be your allies within this dimension here on earth, who are part of your web of life and your web of light. Animals, birds, insect devas, serpent beings, water beings, who come forward with special powers, gifts, blessings, and qualities. For each and every one of you, feel who is close to you now and who you are drawing close to you now from the nature realms, fairy folk, and elven people. pixie, gnome, leprechaun beings with many connections here to you all. We welcome those of high light frequency, extraterrestrial and star beings, non-physical and non-human intelligences, beings of light, who bring their intelligence into yours, who meld and flow with you as light, filling you, and also taking out from you what is no longer needed, pouring through you. We welcome and bless and honor you all. Give thanks to the great Mother Earth for the nutrients that come, the foods, the nourishment, the healing, the medicines, the blessings, the beauty, the radiance, the color, the fragrance, the oxygen and atmosphere, and from rock and stone, crystal, metal, mineral, the emanations that also feed the plants and all of life from within the earth, and the storehouse, the story place within rock and stone, the library of all that has ever been upon the earth, translated into the worlds of light, into the Akashic records, and each one your own, draw back to you the memories that serve you in this life, that bring you the power, gifts, blessings, information, knowledge, and experience to guide you on your soul's path here upon the earth now, in this time-space reality, knowing that there is a part of you beyond time and space, beyond limitation, that part that is infinite, that is the source of your being, that is one with the divine. And we give thanks for the overlighting protection, love, blessings, peace, grace, and beauty. We give thanks for the power and strength and wisdom, inspiration, healing, compassion of the all-in-one divine presence deep within each and every one of you. Feel the light that shines so bright, beloved. Can you feel it incrementing? And with it, the darkness, almost as though they are running opposite but parallel. Yet you feel more the light than the dark. Remember, pay attention to that which furthers you. Bring your gaze to the luminosity of the light beings, to the positivity of their message. Remember the truth. The light always is supreme. The light always dissolves the darkness ultimately. But it is not always on this timeline of Earth, in this third dimension. It is not always that such a vast preponderance of that which is unconscious, harmful, negative, has come forward to test your light. For it is indeed a test, beloved, for you to remember, for your own saving grace, the truth of who you are, that you are a star being, that you have emanated from the cosmic source, from the central sun of creation, the heart divine, goddess, God. These words are invented and but approximate the power of the source of creation. Your mind cannot easily see the extraordinary nature of creation, the power of the creator beings who come forward into manifestation, who create all that is, who use their connections throughout the cosmos to bring the divine plan to radiate throughout the universe. What is the divine plan? Well, you can guess, that's right. To manifest heaven upon earth. These are words. What do they mean? What is heaven? And what is it when it's upon the earth? What does it look like? Oh, you have seen it. You have seen the beauty of nature. You have seen the wonders of creation. Remember, there is perfection, but it might not look the way you think. And within you, do you have the capacity to believe? After all that has been, well, we could say forced upon you, can you believe still in the good outcome, in the fact that the divine beings are working with you? And every time there seems to be an incrementing of dark negativity, there is in fact, and you can be certain of it, an incrementation of the light, of the radiance divine, coming through you, coming through many. See the expansion of the forces of the light, the warriors of the light, the rainbow warriors of the light. For you are not the only ones. There are many. Billions, beloved. There is a great attempt to make each of you feel very alone, very separated, isolated. This is the most important subject of your time, how to reach out, how to know that you are together with many people, many women and men all over the world are bringing their healing energies, their light, radiant powers to heal those who are suffering in the world in every way, physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. You have it within you, the power to change the world. It does not have to happen tomorrow. It is changing. And it does not have to be just one event, this changing of the world. Know that it is many events, many synchronistic movements of consciousness and awakening amongst many, many souls. Remember also that there is a counter movement trying to pretend that's not happening, trying to stop it happening, trying to cover it up, trying to lie about it, afraid of it, essentially. Understand that everything that is negative, harmful, cruel, and that creates fear actually arises from fear. Do not be fooled. Do not think there is any power behind all the lies and distortions that are told to you, whether in the mainstream media or from other places. Do not think you have to believe it all. Just understand. You have a right to see it through your perception. So do so. Remember, you are powerful. We do not use the words warriors or rainbow or light in anything but the most truthful way, for that is who you are. You come here to listen to a spirit being who comes from another dimension, appearing in the 5th dimension, but I emanate from the 9th dimension. So you can see I'm still evolving. And so it is. I'm staying in this constellation for now, but I will be journeying amongst the stars, beloved, as you will. One day, that is no longer a day, nor a time, nor a place. Beyond time and place, life is eternal, beloved. And when you touch in with me, with that part of your being that is eternal, what matters most of all is that you make yourself and all this eternal and infinite light available to your humanity, that you resource yourself, for there is nothing that can take away from you what is yours at a soul level. Whatever may have been said to frighten you, That which is yours remains yours throughout time. There can be a glitch sometimes if you perhaps give it away, think that that is a good thing to do, which it never can actually be done. Then for a time you might experience some absence of soul, and this can happen. But know this, it can never last long without you. What do you find within you today? Remember, divine beings are always there. They don't come and go. It's you who come and go. So feeling the light of your rainbow warrior heart shining, expanding your light. And so, beloved, it takes a lot of stamina, what you're going through. Sometimes I know, as I scan through the minds that are gathered, and those who will come, and those who have been, and all those in the company of Chung Fu who are working with me at this time, when I scan your minds, I see you are stronger and stronger and stronger, that you have come to understand my meaning. That you can indeed be in the world but not of the world. That you don't have to react with fear. You can react with courage. You can even react at times now with humor at seeing the absurdity of trying to carry on like this. All over the world, you can feel there is no ground on which they can stand. These beings that are propagating lies and falsity, they have nowhere to stand. The ground is falling away from under their feet. See it, know it. Do not stop working. Do not stop bringing my energy through and your higher self. However, remember, you are the carriers of the love. You are the transmitters of the light, of the wisdom that emanates with that love from the source creation. And the simple fact is that you just need to fill up with the love regularly, whatever is happening. Whatever you're carrying, put it down and open up to the cosmic source of all light, of all love. Take deep breaths, dear ones. This is a meditation of replenishment, of resourcing, of receiving from the source what you need for this day or this night, this morning or this afternoon, this meeting or this conference or this conversation or this healing. Remember, your higher self has infinite energy, is not restricted at all physically, and can bring you anything you need, so long as you can receive it. Your higher self knows God, Goddess. Nothing that Chung Fu says is a surprise to your higher self. You know it all. You probably know ahead of time from that part of yourself how it is that you replenish as I come forward to share that more with you. First of all, breathe deep into the lower two chakras. Feel as though they're getting very, very big, huge, big bowls of energy that are going to receive that light tumbling down from the source, from the cosmic central sun. Liquid sun pouring in, golden and beautiful, strong and powerful. Open the chakras and just start to make some gentle sounding with me. For each chakra, a sound that helps it, that brings the message open, open, expand. Fill my field with the red light of the root center. Oh, and feel that red energy as though you would just draw it up, suck it up, pull from the earth. Let her know that you are here feeding, you are here receiving. The earth is alive. The spirit of the earth wants to feed you, nourish you. You who love the earth, you who love, you who are love. Feel your love expanding that root center even more. And once more, draw up, pull it up, that red life force, and expand. As you tone, expand, push out the orb of your red root center. And see above your head the golden light already coming in as you open your body to be the receptacle of the divine love. And feel how the great earth loves you, star being, loves you because your light is shining into her body. Your love that is the light of stars is shining into the earthy earth. And now on the third breath, feel your chakra starting to move around, to rotate. Feel it going around, energized and drawing up the energy to the next center. Feel that red root center gently rotating. Because what it is doing, it is gathering in that energy and bringing it to your organs, to your bowel and your bladder, to your whole sexual system, deep inside your organs. This light pours in and rejuvenates every cell within you. See it coming in deep into your body. The powerful life force that comes from the chi, from the earth energy, the force of life of the earth. And then draw it up further into your hara, into your sacral center, there at your belly button. Feel a small orb that starts to expand as you radiate the orange light, as that red energy comes up and becomes orange power. As you open your sacral center, drinking it in and radiating it out. And as you do, feeling that orb expanding, beautiful orange orb expanding all around you. And really feel that orange orb expanding, becoming as big as where your arms can stretch. Fill it up with orange light in your mind's eye and know that this color is a special color of nourishment, nourishing the center of creation there at your belly. And on the third one, now gently rotate this orange orb of energy that fills your field, and feel how it is clearing from your spleen, from your liver, from your pancreas, from your belly, your stomach, from your intestines. Feel how it is moving the energy and freshening the energy and drawing in the light and casting out anything that is weighty, heavy, and negative. And as you make the sound, feel that happening. And really enjoy the feeling of power that comes into your body as you open the chakras, as you visualize and you see the colors and the movement. And know that you are movement, you are electricity, you are light, you are always moving. Move your energy. It's beautiful to meditate, but this is a practice. This is an activation. Come up to your solar plexus and feel the golden energy. Solar, sun, here, a small sun that grows and grows and radiates and spins eventually. Breathe into your solar plexus, remembering these big orbs that are below it, that are supporting it. Feel the strength of the root and the hara underneath the solar plexus. And feel the resource of the earth energy coming into your body, filling you up with that red life force. Blood red, love from the earth. Like the sap of the trees, it rises inside you, and you can draw it up. And feel how still above there's golden light tumbling in upon you and radiating inside you, coming from the source of the cosmic central sun that is within. It's coming through the crown center, opening the solar plexus that has a great affinity with the crown center, feeling the power in your body and the power of the crown center at the top of your head. And feeling the tone, and it can be your tone, can be yours. It doesn't have to be the same as Chongfu's. And feel yourself ready to resonate your field, because that is what enlivens all the centers and the intelligences that are within the centers, the chakras. Open up and know that this solar plexus center is Energizing your heart is bringing the light from deep within the earth as it transmutes from red to orange to golden, and feeling yourself resonating your field with the sound of your solar plexus. Taking a deep breath. Really feel yourself pushing that golden arm right out to the edges of your fields, filling your field with golden light. Feel the connection through your crown center, the source. Imagine the sun above you shining, even if you are in the darkest of winter. And once again, strengthening that field of light with your mind, with your imagination, seeing it golden all the way around you, full of light. And now when this one spins, it is powering up your heart. The spinning makes the electrical energy grow in your field to support your heart and all that you are dealing with in your emotional body. It also takes old energy from your heart center and spins it out and out and out into the field to be absorbed by higher forces and transformed back to pure energy. So in this last tone for the solar plexus, we're going to spin it and see it really going quite fast as it is working to clear your heart center of unwanted, old, and negative feelings of any kind. Now open your heart and feel how your heart is supported by the three lower centers, and it is expressed through the three upper centers in sound, in sight, and in loving prayer. And equally, your heart brings the loving prayer, the sight, and the sound back through that portal of love and into manifestation through your lower centers to ground and create forms upon the earth. And so your heart is the bridge between your star being self, your essence, and your earthly manifest self. Feel your heart gentle. Be gentle. Feel your love for you. Feel the healing rays of the golden starlight, the sunlight, the greatest star for the earth, the sun. And feel how your sun is connected to the cosmic central sun, just as you are connected to your sun. Open your heart, beloved. Perhaps you will find pain in there. Let yourself be gentle and kind, compassionate, loving. Inside your heart is your inner child as well. Vulnerable places of wounding. This is of pain. Feeling the golden light pouring in from the stars, from the sun, from your higher self. Open your heart to receive. At the same time, draw up the red light and feel them coming together in your heart. Your human self, your earthly self, and your star self. Give thanks. Feel the gratitude in your heart for every experience. Ultimately brings you more wisdom, more power, more strength, and more love. More power to love in the face of every adversity. More power and strength to be the divine presence in the eye of the storm. The divine presence so needed on the earth at this time. See yourself standing there amongst many connected arms of light, reaching out, connecting across the great grid of light, across the earth, all the way around, in every direction. Star formations of rainbow beings, holding points and nodes of light, enabling the divine beings to come forward and in to these lower planes of life upon the earth. Feel the resonance of your heart and sing gently to your heart. Bring kindness and love and fill your heart from below and from above, from all around. Embrace and love you. Feel your heart expanding. Feel a beautiful green and gold emanation coming from your heart, filling your whole field with a golden light. Feel all the beings you have called in for healing and feel them gathered here and receiving this love pouring forth from many hearts. Feel how the star beings come, the angelic beings come, the deities come, as you sound and resonate the field of love, intending healing for all, and embracing especially those you have invited to be here in this healing space. And this time, as you send the sound out, feel your heart flowing, rotating, disseminating love as it moves around the circle, around your being and to everyone gathered here. And as you open your heart and spin that beautiful chakra, And absorb all that love from below and all that love from above. Feel yourself receiving it into your heart, into your lungs, into your kidneys. Filling your body with light and love. Feel your throat center opening, for as you have been toning, your throat center opens wider and wider, and feel the blue emanation of your throat center expressing this love out into the temple and out into the world. Blue, blue, beautiful radiance filling your field. Fill your field with that blue color in your mind's eye. Know that your chakras are most gloriously colored, beautiful. Sometimes many colors, even though you might say blue, there will be other colors. You are indeed rainbow star beings, warriors of the light. Making the sound is important because it vibrates the light inside your field. It helps that light power to ground inside you and come to nourish you. And this time, let this center spin. And feel yourself going up through the centers, up through the brow center and the crown center, and work them together. The blue, indigo, and violet light. Feel these two centers opening right up to receive that golden light in great abundance, cascading down into your field through your crown center. Enjoy the wondrous energy divine. Smile as you receive divine love in the form of light. Enjoy the full expansion of your being of light. And know that all the spirit beings can now commune with you. They can become part of you. They can work with you. They can influence your light and bring more in. Feel the energy, the vortex that you are, drawing in light and bringing it to earth, drawing up the earth energy and bringing it to the stars. You are the bridge of communication between all the frequencies of light. When you do your chakra practice, you are connecting universes together. You are bringing healing to the earth, to all beings who you invite into your field. We see this light and all these beautiful colors surrounding all the beings you have brought forward for healing today, penetrating into their bodies and bringing power of transformation of the negative back to the positive, power of repairing broken tissue, distorted and poisoned elements within the body, cleansed and repaired. We give thanks for the healing that has happened today for yourselves and all the beings gathered here. And we send this light out into the cosmos. And we call to those within the cosmos who would come and share your energy and be part of you, beautiful beings working with the light. Send it out now into the world and into the cosmos, through your heart, through all your centers, and feel how your crown center is completely connected to the divine source and drawing down into your body all the light that you need to recharge you, to fill you up. Feel the light coming right down, bringing you right back into your feet, back fully into your body. And feel yourself grounding with an earthly sound, bringing yourself fully back in. And feel your body, feel your heart. Feel the light that is shining within you. Understand within your beings, dear ones, you are the light. And so to replenish the light is very necessary every day, especially when there are attempts to darken the light or to somehow distract you from knowing the truth of who you are. When you pay attention to the instrument of light that you are, you make it strong. By practicing is how you make it strong. By visualizing, you develop your third eye. By toning, you develop your throat center. By calling in the light, you develop your crown center connection with the source. Through your heart and through your love, you bring all of that power into your physical body, into your human self, and become that instrument that influences what is happening in the manifest world, where you can create heaven on earth simply by being that luminous being, your essential self, by strengthening it, by not being able to be pushed off your radiant center. And thus you develop stability and strength, personal power, certainty. Thus you can lead the way, shine the light, and embody divine presence. Peace to you ones. I will do a meditation at the end, but I shall be happy for you to ask questions that I may answer for you now, if you so wish. Peace, beloveds.
Thank you, John. Deborah says, hello, everyone.
Greetings, beloved.
Robert says, hello, all.
Greetings.
Rachel Williams says, just bumped in. Lovely.
Peace, beloved.
Blessings to you all. Caraculito, sending so much love to all. Blessings and peace, soul family.
Greetings, beloved.
Okay, no questions as of yet. Let's see. Any questions? Okay. There's nothing in yet.
Peace, dear ones. Perhaps I do another meditation then.
Oh, here's a couple.
Mm-hmm.
Deborah, can you speak to us to this full moon and how it might be affecting us? Thank you.
Oh, dear, well, you see, the combination of what is happening with the stars, the planets, the moon, it is a very intense time. A time of change, a time of great power, but a great emotional time as well. You might find yourself really feeling quite full and quite, almost overwhelmed with the amount of feeling that you have at the present time, because it is all about the stamina at the present time. And when the moon is full like that and is really bringing more energy even, it puts a lot of strain on your system. And that is when you need this kind of practice that I've given you today to kind of ground and stabilize. Always remember, it is the earth that you need in this body to ground you. And understand that that doesn't always mean standing on the earth, that is the best possible remedy, is to actually get out onto the earth. But if you can't do that, remember, the earth also has a light body, and you can get out in your light body, as it were, and connect, because it is the love that connects you. And when you have the love and you visualize perhaps lying on the earth, even being inside the earth in a cave, you visualize going to the Shungai temple deep within the earth, you're going to get resourced. Just like when we today were drawing up the energy of the earth. The earth is physical, but the earth is also made of light. So when there is a great full moon that affects all the waters in your body and upon the earth, understand that moving the energies, doing the chakra practice is a very good way to keep the energy moving, for it not to kind of build up to such an intense pitch that you'll feel also mentally affected by it. Moving the energy, moving the energy. That is why, indeed, in ancient times, they would say, let's dance in the full moon. Let's dance the energy. Let's move it and spin it. Let us bring the energy of the moon in and move it in our bodies, because it is affecting us. And therefore, the moving of the energy makes it more powerful, because it can literally take old emotions out, bring you the capacity to feel more love, more presence in your body. Peace.
Peace. Anna Harris, what is the relationship between fear and resistance?
Well, beloved, you resist really what you unconsciously fear. And, what do you fear really when you think about it? You see, you fear that which you do not love and do not know, the unknown. It is interesting, isn't it, when I talk about the light and the love? Because, you see, you are a vessel, a vehicle, a receptacle. What is in you? Of course, you want it to be love and light and beauty, truth, peace. But what if it isn't? You see? So, in a sense, you know these things. You want to be the light, the love. You want to feel that. Of course you do, because you are a divine being. But if something gets in the way of that, if you can't feel the love and the light, literally then, you see, you know there's something you've got to look at. You also know with your instinct that it's not going to be nice. Because you know it's not the love, because otherwise you'd feel the love. So everything in your unconscious says, oh, let's not go there. So that is when it takes your spiritual awareness, your higher self, and your understanding to guide yourself gently to those places of resistance, and to understand, yes, what is behind them is something you don't really want to see. But on the other hand, you know you need to see it. And that is how it is with the unknown. You are afraid of it. You resist it. You don't want to see it really. But the truth is that as soon as you get through that resistance and are willing to see the shadow, it immediately diminishes. And as you stare at it or just be there with it and feel it, it diminishes more and more and more. Because everything that you are is in fact perfect. The resistance, the shadow, the fear, all of it is your soul's evolution towards more love, more power of love, more divine consciousness that you can hold in your being. Peace, beloved.
Peace. Rachel Williams, is the narrative really in threads?
Is that a rhetorical question? The narrative really is in threads, isn't it, beloved? Shreds. In shreds. It's shredded. Depends where you're looking from, of course, because, there are those optical illusions that put all the threads or shreds of threads together and create a mirage of a picture again that looks real. And there are those who are not really looking. They don't want to look. They looked a while ago. decided what they saw, and then they didn't look again. At the present time, there are so many appearances appearing, or so many narratives indeed appearing from different angles. And there are some who have walked so far down one, they're not even looking to see that there's another one kind of coming up and overtaking. Even on that path they're on, the narrative is changing. So really it is about vigilance. It is about watching. And yes, that's right. The dark narrative is falling apart. It has been falling apart now for quite a long time. But it is held in place by the beliefs of those who are not looking, and who, as the previous beloved was talking about, are in resistance to the truth. And there are many who are. Peace, dear one.
Peace. Rachel Dare, lovely to be here again so soon. Wonderful. Cara NS, will our bodies turn to light bodies in this lifetime? Thank you.
Peace, beloved, not in this lifetime. This is a long journey of evolution, and although people talk about ascension to the 5D reality, the truth is that there are already beings who are 5D conscious amongst you. They have bodies. They just don't experience the heaviness. They don't carry the heaviness. You could say that they instinctively just kind of burn through that heaviness with the light that they are. So there are those amongst you who have that potential, indeed, very much so, to dwell in a higher consciousness. This is an awareness, this is a light, yes, but it is inside still the physicality of form. Those who say it isn't, they are talking about something further ahead in the future. And that is what happens with consciousness. You know, the time factor can be seen differently depending where you stand upon the timeline. Where you are, where each one is, will see a different timeline in terms of, well, when will this happen? Well, when will that happen? It will depend entirely on where they stand. So even if you could say you get information from one who is of a high order in that sense, and believes that, you know, this is possible for you in your lifetime, it will be you who determine it ultimately. If you're comfortable with it, it's not impossible, but it's not the norm. It's not what will happen in general and in the majority of those who ascend. Peace, beloved. In other words, ascension doesn't mean death, physical death, because that is another way of saying, well, we just be in our light bodies, as it were. No, you'll be physical. You'll be on the earth, and you will do wondrous, wondrous creative acts. Peace.
Peace. Jasmine May, doing the chakra meditation, is that sufficient for clearing our energy field, or should also add a clearing? Thank you endlessly.
Peace, beloved, it is a clearing chakra meditation. It is also, of course, very dependent on what kind of energies you are clearing. So when it is a very strong emotional event of some kind, you need to do some additional work, perhaps with a fire ceremony, with some shungite. Shungite is a very good addition to your chakra practice if you always have it. You see, the vehicle has a lot of shungite here. She's got a shungite belt on. She's got shungite all around her because she deals with a lot of negative energy with those who come for healing and so on. So she's got that extra aid of another layer that's really quite physical, as you could say. You know, it's physically removing. It's all happening at the same time, because the more energy you offer yourself to transmute, because that's what you're doing, transmuting energy. And when you are, in that sense, a point of light, a warrior of light, you could say that in your evolution, in your service, you are offering yourself to be a transmuting instrument. So that's what happens. Your energy field will work with whatever is there. So when we say clearing, it's to understand, yes, absolutely, the chakra practice does cause negative energies as you spin, especially when you get to the spinning stage. You can almost see the energy flicking off and going out and being absorbed, and you have many beings working with you. As soon as you activate, you see, as soon as you activate yourself as an instrument, as a vessel, you get a lot of help. You get people, spirits, beings, guides, helpers who come and magnify your field and your energy. In that sense, you're never alone. And if you could see it, you would wonder at it. Because you see, many, many beings want to help upon the earth. That is when you feel very, very supportive and supported. So you're supporting others and you are being supported. And there's really no break in the chain all the way to the source of being. So yes, you can add to your clearing practice. The best thing is fire. You know, if you can have a small fire, perhaps in your garden or in your home. Otherwise, a candle, or you can have a little kind of metal platter on which you put a few candles to represent the element of fire. Fire is very powerful when you have, in that sense, gathered up the energies by the chakra practice. And then at the end, you feel yourself kind of clearing your field, and you can do that by sound. You can do that also in movement. You can dance it clear. I do recommend movement as well as sound, being in that sense movement and making a sound and intending anything that's left to go into those sacred flames, giving thanks and then receiving the warmth, the heat of the flames as personal power. Just remember to affirm it, command it. Understand that you are in command of your field, of your energy. You do own you. This is you. You created you, and you have complete authority. And what you command, so it is. Peace, beloved.
Peace. Okay, we'll do two more. I think there's only one more anyway. Christina Kozaj. What a nice surprise to be with you today. What is the best method of protecting and sealing our energy field when living in a challenging environment, country?
A what? Environment?
Maybe a
What?
challenging
Oh,
environment.
challenging. Yes, I
Maybe
understand.
you could tell us which country you're in. Maybe it's Russia, is it? We'll see.
Peace, beloved. Yes. The answer is the same. Also, however, depending on your situation, there may be some knowledge you need, some understanding of how to protect yourself in other kinds of ways. And so, yes, it will be useful to know what country you're in, but in inner terms of light, in terms of your body of light and your practice every day, that will then affect your situation and the law of attraction in that sense that's operational on the physical plane. It is to clear your field every day. And when you say protection, your best protection is what we just did, to fill your field with abundant color and light. In that sense, causes dark energies, negative forces, you could say, to shrink away from you because they can't stand the light. You see, the light, the color, the emanations, the gold, everything you're visualizing, understand that it is so. On the physical plane, you're used to picking up something. When you want it to be so, it has to be physical. It has to be visible, audible. You have to be able to touch, taste, see, smell it. You have to know what its physical nature is. You have to do special things. This is the elemental world of form. In the world of spirit, in the world of your higher self, in the divine world of creation, you are the creator. You are, in that sense, the life giver of forms. You create forms. You have the power to make with your hands, but you also have the power, obviously, of sound, of sight, and all of these faculties are creating power in your life. That's why we really do work with you to make sure your thought forms are as positive as possible, or even more positive than possible. Because those are the formative, you could say, they're the bricks that build the houses of your mind. And so it's really important to know how to switch If something's negative and you're reacting and you're feeling upset, you need to be able to switch to say, well, yes, that did happen, and I am the living spirit within. I am free. Everything I think, feel, say, and do is for my highest good. I am connected and one with the divine source. I am full of love. I am the living embodiment of love. And to have a lot of affirmations and mantras that you can bring forward to strengthen your mental field. I don't know if you have noticed in your world, but there is magic afoot. In other words, there is all kinds of magic. You need your magic at the moment. Magic, what is it? It's your wisdom. It's your deep inner knowing. It's your connection to the source. You need it at the moment, and that practice of chakra opening is part of it. And then the general understanding of the power of visualization. And so this very simple visualization, we ask you to do it when you want to, in that sense, strengthen your feeling of being protected, because it is your feeling and your knowing, your intuitive knowing that you are filling your auric field with such a lot of light. It's the law. It's the law of attraction. Only light can come to light. If darkness comes to light, light will transform it. And so you fill your field with light. First, blue light, blue. You've got your chakras, and they are rainbow colored. Around them, you visualize a blue orb, an egg that completely encloses you all around, especially at the back. Make sure to build it. Remember, an artist has to put the color on the paper. The picture only appears when a lot of color has been laboriously placed on paper in special ways. Think of yourself as an artist painting your field, painting it blue, filling it, perhaps spraying it full of beautiful color blue, feeling yourself filling up that field with light, feeling the light shining in the darkness often around you. Feel it to be luminous. Perhaps it is transcendental light, full of sparkles of silver and gold, sparkling energies, but mainly blue. And then put around that blue orb the golden egg that surrounds exactly that blue egg. Really work at seeing it and feeling it, creating it. Firstly, most importantly, it's going to develop your third eye that you need for perception in these times. It's going to lift your vibration from the third dense dimension into the high fourth dimension and even the fifth dimension. Your consciousness, when it is in the fifth dimension, is not available for negativity. Literally, there's no affinity between a fifth dimensional resonant field and a third dimensional heavy negative field. If you can imagine a tram going along with, electric wires above, and then, a little creature running along the ground. It's that far separated. There's no affinity. Around that golden orb, which is as big as your arms can reach, you imagine in your mind's eye that all around the edge of it, there are a mosaic of pyramidal mirrors facing in all directions. Feel that you are literally pouring the light through those mirrors so that it's radiating out into the world, out into the cosmos, into the astral plane, the fourth dimension, where a lot of the, what you could say, trouble seekers are, the hungry souls, the empty ones. And be generous with your light. They can have your light. There's a lot of it, and you keep emanating it. The truth is they will go away because they can't really absorb very much light. And they're in for the darkness. They're in for the pain and the suffering. They want to eat that, you could say. So as soon as you radiate your field and pour that light and feel the love that you have for all of creation, know that you are offering something to all the dark entities around you, but they don't want it. They're going to go away. And they're going to find somewhere where they can, in that sense, feed, where they can take the energy of pain and suffering and multiply it. And that's what they do. But you, now, because you have taken hold of your own being, you have taken responsibility for changing your field. And when you operate with those divine laws, you will see many magic and extraordinary miracles happen that prove to you the supremacy of love and of the divine light that you are radiating. And it will most certainly keep danger away. Peace, beloved.
Peace. Just one more question from Hester.
Peace, beloved.
Please, could you say something about the beings who are working within the earth and how we can best help them?
There are many, many levels of beings working within the earth. There are star beings, there are earth beings, water beings, there are air beings, fire beings, there are elemental beings in that sense, and cosmic beings. How to help them? Well, beloved, love is always the way. Being aware of them, opening to them, literally talking to them. You can do that through plants and flowers, trees. You can do that through the earth directly. The intention is what counts, you see. You see, when you're in a physical body, you don't think anyone hears you. Well, you know they don't hear you unless they actually hear your voice vibrating, and then in that sense, they heard you even if they don't answer. But them not answering affects you because you took the trouble to speak with your voice. Well, in the worlds of light, as you know, beloved, because you work a lot there, is to understand that the conveying of information and the toing and froing of communication, it's not something that you can, in that sense, track easily in the material sense. But you will always see the results if you want to look. If you spend a little time just contemplating, oh yes, I did that meditation. I sent my light to an area, a being, in whatever realm. And actually I can see the result, but it's always very subtle. It's never, oh, I said that thing to the shopkeeper and they gave me an apple. It's not like that. It is about the unity of all beings and the community, in that sense that when you send your love to the earth beings or the star beings who are working within the earth, they receive it instantly. There's no time lag. Then, depending where they are working and what they are manifesting and whether they need to come back and be, in that sense, with you to manifest it, then the results, will come as and when the time factor, in that sense, results from your power, your emanation, your giving of energies to those beings. So it's about intention. It's about you deciding where you would like to put your energy and love. Do you want to put it into the waters? Do you want to put it into the earth? Do you want to put it into plants and trees and flowers? Do you want to put it deep, deep into realms where star beings are making big changes within the earth? Because the earth must be renewed now at a very deep level. So you have many star beings purifying the earth at a very deep level. Working with, yes, science and technology, but not physical, that can transform, purify, that can, in a sense, almost you could say, turn the earth inside out, where the new powers and energies within the earth are being brought forward. And you could almost say that in some places the surface pollution is being pulled down deep into the earth, where it can be alchemized in ways that are not possible at the surface of the earth. So there are going to be some big earth movements, water movements, as we have always said, and as there have indeed been throughout this year and last year and the many years before. This will go on for a while the earth reconstitutes herself and comes into new forms and brings a new energy, well, basically to nourish you all. I hope that is going somewhere to answering your question, which is a very deep question, beloved. Peace.
Peace. I think Night Star 333 Terence. Well, hello. I found this a bit late, didn't I? Love to all.
Peace to you.
Yeah, that's it for questions today. Thank you so much for coming along. Oh, there might be one more here. From Elsa.
Greetings, beloved.
I may have missed it, but maybe how to. Maybe just how to let go of the need to feel supported by external forces. Can you explain how I feel very disappointed by a mentor? I have done 5+ tie cuttings and 2 in-person meditations and still feel crappy.
Well, it's so interesting that you did say, how not to need support from external influencers, if you like, or sources. And I do think, beloved, that you'll get through this, but it is from a place where initially you have attached with some need and perhaps some idea or thought form that exactly you could, in that sense, be receive something more, if you like, than you quite understood. I don't think you really knew, first of all, what you needed, nor what in fact was coming from that being. So, this is a lesson, all of it, beloved, and you are doing so well, to come into your own power and to understand exactly that. And it is a shock, because if you see, if in a sense you expect something that in fact is yours to resource, the support from the source, that is the work of evolution, of you growing stronger every day. And so when you open to receive something from another, or from a mentor or a teacher or something like that, there's also a giving of energy. There's in a certain way, a giving away of power, in that belief that perhaps they are better than you, higher than you, stronger than you, they know more than you, which all may be true. But ultimately, it's the law of reflection and attraction. What it really is, you've seen something in them that in fact is in you. And so ultimately, the tie cutting and so on, you see, understand that you did attach and you did give some power away. It's much more about calling your power back than any kind of cutting or letting go, because you see, that's what's happened. That's really what's, if you like, disturbing you. It's not really kind of them, it's what you gave to them and what you need to bring back to you, without blame, really. This is what happens. You see, you have given a lot of energy and you're, well, not very angry, but you're confused because you didn't get it back in a certain way. But you got to get it back. You can get it back. It's yours. You just bring it back. And sometimes that has expression in other ways. It can be, to do with money or emotional depletion, or actually you gave something and you got drained, or there's still something remaining there of an attitude or some emotions. All of that will sort itself out when you just command your own power, your own energy to come back to you. I hope that makes sense to you, beloved.
Peace. Yeah, that's it for questions today. Thank you, Chongfu.
Thank you so much for coming forward, dear ones, and being with me today. Remember, you have the power. You have the light. It is within you. Each one of you does know who you are and why you're here. Be very sure that you are here to co-create with Goddess, God, with all the beings of light, a new way to be upon the earth that does not lead to everything you see at present in the world. That has been going on a very long time, and now it is a time of creation, of rebirth, of renewal, of healing. Remember, replenishing yourself, resourcing yourself is your first duty of every day. Looking within, taking responsibility for those places that are drained, that are depleted, and bringing yourself back from the eternal source of your being, opening your chakras and receiving inside yourself. When you know you have this incredible capacity to expand, and that expansion can go on, that is not, it is not limited in any way. You know, you can expand yourself to be the most vast being. You don't always want to do that, but you can. Depending on the task at hand, you can fill yourself up enough for anything. Because why? You are a vessel of the divine. And those who come to you for healing, for love, for tuition, for mentoring indeed, they will always be safe if you remain the vessel and you allow the source energy to come through you without attachment, without attaching yourself to that process, just allowing that light that we called in to just pass through you. Once you are full, it's going to go on flowing through you, in a sense, turn the tap on. And then you can hold others if that is what you need to do. Your family, your friends, your children, your beloveds, your students, your clients, those you work with, your colleagues. This is what it's all about, you see, beloved. And this is what is, this is the attempt that's being made to tell you there's not enough. There's not enough. Somehow you're going to run out. You're never going to run out, beloved, so long as you connect to the source within. And you can visualize that in that way through the chakras. You can do it, in fact, in all sorts of ways. You can do it through breathing. You can go walking in nature. But what matters is that you see yourself expanding and you see your whole field as a luminous, multicolored radiance. That you actually understand color, sound, and light. That you are color, sound, light, electricity. You are energy. And you have an eternal, unlimited, infinite resource right there for yourselves. But you need to bring it into your body, which is why we talk about the chakras, because they are, as you know, superimposed, or you could say they are part of your endocrine system. When you do chakra practice, you greatly help your endocrine system and all your hormones, because those are expressing oftentimes, well, always, in fact, not so always easy to see and understand, but they are always expressing where you are depleted in energy. So when you work with the chakra, when you open that center that in some way relates to your organs in those places, those organs will start to get well again and balance again. So indeed, beloved ones, you are powerful, you are strong, but you have to activate your strength and your power. You have to command it and embody within it. Work it. You see? Set it going. That's why I say spin the chakras. You see, move the energy. Dance. Move your body. Because that is how you keep it clear, clean, and healthy, and functional, bringing through your highest and most beautiful light, power, love, power. So we give thanks for you all to understand, as you do, this work, and how to make yourselves stronger, more powerful, how to become more present in the here and now, how to accept everything that happens in your life as perfect and then work with it. not get stuck in it. Don't let anything get stuck. Let it all move. Let it all flow. The flow is the most important thing of all, not to stick on anything, not to hold or kind of clog anything up, but just to let it move. Be in the dance, the free dance of life, and know that you are always supported and empowered from the source that is. It's within, it's all around. The energy of life, the power of light, and the love that nourishes your soul. We give thanks today for all your presence. Give thanks to all the enlightened ones who come forward to be with you, the ascended beings, angelic beings, and deities. Give thanks for each one of you and what you bring to the earth, to life, your service, your honoring, your loving of all those who are part of your circles. We give thanks. Give thanks to angelic and archangelic beings and solar lords and deities. Give thanks to elemental beings, spirits, powers, and deities. Give thanks for this opportunity for each one of you to evolve and grow here in your physical body upon the earth. Call for blessings and love for all those with whom you are journeying, both here on earth and in the inner planes of existence. Guides and helpers and all your allies within the earth and around the earth in all dimensions of light. Give thanks for the overlighting protection for each and every one of you, the love, blessings, peace, grace, and beauty, the power, strength, wisdom, inspiration, healing, and compassion of the all-in-one divine presence deep within each and every one of you. As you go forward in your life, dear ones, may the living spirit that is within all things awaken you every day with its wondrous beauty, radiance, and light, bringing to your mind positive thoughts, clear perceptions, inspiration, and illumination from the source of your being. Bring to your heart courage, compassion, kindness, love. Bring to your heart resilience, deep soul connection, deep inner knowing of the beauty that you are. Bring to your body good health, that you may walk steady and straight, that you may know the direction you wish to walk in and feel very confident in it and go forward, and bring your light to shine all around you and draw towards you everything you need in the beauty way with the greatest of ease in great abundance, creating peace and harmony, truth and love, and deep understanding that is beyond the mind. Blessings and peace, dear ones. Blessings and peace.
Blessings and peace.
Om Tara To Tare Tore Svaha Om Tara Totale Tore Om Tara Totale Tore Blessings and